Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, the 18th day of June, the 24th day of SIVAN. Here we go. A couple of more laws about Bikur Cholim, about the mitzvah of visiting the sick and praying for them, etc. If you are in the presence of a sick person, and we've told you that it's very good at that time to be praying for them, so you don't have to actually mention their name. You are right in front of the sick person. God knows what it is that you're praying, and so it's very clear, and the name doesn't have to be recited the way we do it in shul when we, list lists of names for refuah shalema, for being healed. So therefore, when you're in the presence of the sick person, you could just say, "God, please heal so and so," or the person who I'm in front of, and you don't have to say the full name. You should just know that we have an example of this straight out of the Torah, where Moshe was standing in front of near Miriam, and he said, "Kael na rafa na la," God, please heal her. He just said her, right? And it was very clear who he was talking about, and that was his tefillah. It's sort of mystical and written in Kabbalah that saying the name when you're in front of the person kind of awakens the midas hadin, the attribute of strict judgment, and we don't want that. And that's why we try not to mention the sick person's name when we're in their presence. So you, by the way, you, even a regular person, you could copy, this is written in halacha, you could copy what Moshe did. And if you're standing in front of a sick man, you can say, Kael na rafana lo. If it's a lady, you could say, Kael na rafana lo, which basically means, God, please heal her. And he knows who you mean. You're standing right in front of her. That's what Moshe did for his sister Miriam, and that's what we're allowed to do too. If a parent is standing in front of their own child, praying for their sickness to go away, then the parent can say, "My daughter" or "My son" or something like that. Even if you're not in the presence of the sick person, you could, of course, say their name, like when we add in names at a Mishaberach, at that special prayer at Shul. We make the Mishaberach at laning time, at the time of the Torah reading, because that's when Hashem's mercy is aroused. So that's a great time to be asking for the sick to be healed. You could also mention it in Rafa'inu. You probably know that there's a special section in Rafa'inu where you could add in a prayer for a sick person. You're welcome to do that. On Shabbos, there is no Rafa'inu, but you can still think of certain people and your hope for their speedy recovery from Hashem. And you can do that when you get to the word Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, near the beginning of Shmona Esrei. There you're saying that God has the power to heal the sick, and at that moment you could think the name of the person you're thinking of, and God will understand what you're thinking. You're not allowed to out and out say the bracha of Rafa'inu or make out and out requests in your Shmona Esrei on Shabbos, but this would be a hinted way of doing it, which is allowed. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.